So here we go. Better late than never, my race plans for 2024. And the last one is by far the biggest. Hello. Hi. Right, I do recognise it is halfway through the year, so it's a wee bit late to be doing a what have I got on this year. So, but anyway, I'm going to do it because I haven't done it and I've got quite a lot of big things coming up. So we are pretty much halfway through the year, into the first week of June already. And I've had some big things on this year. What have we had? So January was the West Highland Way. I think you've seen the video for that one. Yeah, that was 70k. February was the Berkshire Coastal Path and the John Muir Link. That I've not done the video for yet. It is to come sometime. That's a 70k. In March was the Loch Lomond and Cowell Way. Again, that was 90 kilometres and the video is not quite done or started. Moving into April, Bruce's Crown Race, which I have made the video for. Don't know why I've got. Oh, there's a toothbrush. Here's a pen. April was the Bruce's Crown Race, which I did make the video for because I was pretty keen to. I guess any races that I do, organised events, I'm quite keen to get them out sooner rather than the ones that I do just on my own, just wee days out. There's no pressure. There's nobody else that's done it that are like, oh, I'm looking forward to seeing the video kind of thing. So I'm a bit less pressure to do them, which is good, but also bad because then it just gets parked and then you don't get to see it for ages. What else then? So May, just last month, was Cateran Trail Ultra Marathon. That was a 90 kilometres. Again, video is underway with that one because it's a race, so yeah, I want to get that out sooner rather than later. And that takes us into June. So up till now, I mean, I'm not going to say they've all just been fun runs. They've been hard, they've been big days out, but now we're getting into the real tough stuff. Yes. So my race event plans for 2024, I believe, start this month. So in June, in 2 weeks' time, in fact, 2 weeks today, on the 21st of June, or 22nd of June, can't quite remember, it's around the longest day anyway, is the West Highland Way race. So that's the full thing, just short of 100 miles, not quite 160k, I think it's about 155k, is the full West Highland Way. And that'll be the first time I'll be doing it in a oneer. I've done it over 5 days, 3 days, cycled it in 2 days, ran it in 2 days. Last year I tried to do it in 1 day myself. That video never quite saw the light of day. Don't really know why. I got pretty far. I got about 130k in, and then basically got my timings wrong. Didn't think I had enough time to finish it, and so didn't. Big mistake, and a lot of lessons learned on that day. So anyway, this month I'm going to rectify all that, and I'm going to do the West Highland Way in a day. So that's in June. A few weeks after that, we are going to go to Chamonix. We've got a holiday, which would be nice. Michelle, myself, and baby James, and I've managed to convince Michelle that whilst we are in Chamonix, it would be rude not to run the UTMB route, considering it starts and finishes in Chamonix. You've probably heard of the UTMB. I think there's around 10,000 metres of elevation, 170 kilometres, and I'm going to do it over 3 days. First day is going to be fairly mega because I couldn't actually find accommodation where I wanted it, so I'm going to start in Chamonix. First day is all the way around to Courmayeur, which is the halfway point. And then the other half I'm going to split up into two, just to take it easy, because it is meant to be a holiday. not meant to be me absolutely busting a gut, which unfortunately day one is going to be me busting a gut. So that's the beginning of July. I'll be doing that. At the end of July, I have got the Lakeland 100. Ooh, so Lakeland 100 is one that I was pretty happy to get into. It's a ballot. I think it's quite hard to get in. A lot of people do enter, so I was pretty pleased to get a place for that. So that's the end of July, and that will be my first actual 100-miler race. I've done a 200-miler race, the Race Across Scotland, but I've never done an organised 100-mile race before. So that's July. July is UTMB and the Lakeland 100. Then in August, I haven't actually got anything planned. Nothing big anyway. Might still do one of Scotland's Great Trails. Wait and see. I'm not going to overdo it because I do have a big race coming. So September, middle of September, over in the Alps. So back over to the Alps, this time the Italian Alps, for the Tour de Geants. Wowee. If you've not heard of it, have a look up. Look up Tour 330. It is mega. It's a bit like that race, the Race Across Scotland. It's a bit like that on steroids. The distance is similar. They pitch it as a 330 kilometre. It ends up closer to 350 or 360 k. Anyway, the elevation is going to be the killer. It's 24,000 metres of elevation. My friend Gavin, who did it last year, who's also doing it this year, which would be good. We have insider knowledge. He clocked it at closer to 27,000 metres of elevation. Yay! So that's something to look forward to. That's going to be mega. That's the biggest thing. So yeah, I've had a good year last year. Some really big highlights. Race Across Scotland mentioned a few times, but it really was the highlight race of last year. Coupled with some other stuff, the John Muir Way, and other runs that I did last year. So that's that. So September is the Tour de Geants. I can't imagine anything's going to top that this year. I'm not sure how I'll top it next year, if indeed I will. Let's see how the next few months go, because I've got some big races in there, some big miles, big elevation, a lot of training. The UTMB is going to be a really good training run for the Tour de Geants. Still never quite sure if I say that right. Tour de Geants. Tour de Geants. It's the Tour of the Giants. The Tour of the Giants of the Italian Alps. That's what we're going to go and do. So that's it from me and my little self, who has got big things coming. I say cheerio, stay tuned, and thank you very much for all your support. Goodbye.